Visit fordtheaters.org or call 323-GO-1FORD.
Time now to meet a Kababayan performer here on Kababayan LA. Ner de Leon comes from a family of musicians, and he is now a very accomplished saxophonist. Hello and welcome to Kababayan LA.
How are you? Good.
Let's talk about this family first.
Yes.
Daddy, mommy, mga kapatid ba to, mga lolo't lola, and what instruments were they playing?
My dad, Ner de Leon, he's the one who really got me started playing saxophone. But of course, lahat kami, family of musicians kami, started from my great-grandfather, Felix de Leon, Banda 4 Malabon.
Oh, okay.
That's how I got started. And I was 8 years old when I started playing saxophone.
Already?
I actually didn't like it. I actually,
So you were forced?
I was forced to play. I was, yeah.
Kinukurot ka ba sa tenga?
No, it's like summer. You're supposed to be sleeping off, and she find, hey, gising ka na. It's time for you to
play the
practice.
saxophone.
Yes.
So you resented that.
Yes.
And then at what age, at what period in your life did you feel now, this is something I can do?
I went here from Philippines. I was, I think, 14, and then I stopped playing saxophone for about 8 years.
8 years?
8 years.
And then what made you pick it up again?
And then I went to a concert. I saw David Sanborn. I'm like, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be like him,
Right.
And that's how I got started. And by the grace of God, now I'm doing this full time.
And you're actually very lucky because you're one of those maybe few musicians that are able to do it full time.
Yes.
How do you do it?
Well, a lot of practice, a lot of prayer, and like I said...
a lot of sacrifice?
Yes.
When you practice, how many hours a day?
Well, I used to practice 4 to 6 hours when I was in school.
So it's like a regular job?
Yes. I did that for about 3 years. 4 years, I think. And then until now, I still practice. But not as much anymore, having families,
Right.
And lots of gigs.
What do you like so much about playing the saxophone? Bakit saxophone? Bakit hindi, di ba? Pagka gitara yan, cool.
Yeah.
Di ba,
the saxophone is the most closest instrument to vocals, sa boses. And when you get emotional to your saxophone, it feels like, you're also being emotional. And people can relate when they hear the
Can
sound.
get the emotions?
Yes.
Okay.
Like the vibratos and stuff like that.
So it's very expressive as a medium of music.
Yes.
Ang saxophone.
Yes.
What about you personally? Anong mga influences mo? Di ba pag saxophone, karamihan natin yan naririnig sa mga jazz music? Yeah. What other types of genre can we hear saxophone in?
I love jazz, and right now I am specializing on contemporary jazz, which is 94.7 music. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like sometimes, like old school music, we'll do.
Very smooth jazz.
Yeah, like cover tunes, and then we'll put it like an instrumentation in it. We'll do an instrumental version.
Okay.
So,
and if you want to hear more of Ner de Leon, he's going to give us a sample, of course, today on the show. But you're having a concert on September 11th.
September 11th, Jazz Mo. Don't miss it.
Ayan, let's take a look at some of the graphics that we have. It's going to be happening on September 11th, and it's not just you, the men of Philippine jazz. Sino-sino makakasama mo dito?
I got Mon David on vocals. Tateng Katindig, of course, my compare.
Sa keyboard?
Yes.
Ayan.
Yeah, and also Michael Paulo, another great saxophone player.
I think we've had Michael Paulo here on the show not too long ago.
Yeah.
Yes. And then?
And also Rafi Lopez, who is a great guitar player. I never met him, and I'm looking forward working with him.
Exactly. We know of Rafi Lopez through TFC,
yeah,
okay, pero Rafi Lopez is actually a great guitar player, a guitarist, as I hear as well, and he's actually coming here on the show next week naman.
That's exciting.
What are you preparing for your audience?
I am working on my 3rd album, so I'm hoping it'll get released by September 11th.
Are you playing some of the songs from the album?
Probably 1 or 2. It depends on the feel.
Okay. Well, we'll pause for a few reminders. Now I'm intrigued. I want to hear Ner de Leon's music. Don't you stick with us, and we'll tell you. We'll talk about it a little bit more, and we'll show him playing music for us later. Don't go away.
Ang Kababayan LA ay hatid sa inyo ng McDonald's at ng bagong McCafe Espresso Drinks. McDonald's na ba ang inyong bagong coffee house? Ang mga bagong McCafe Espresso Drinks ay mabilis, masarap at mas mura pa kahit saan, kahit kailan.